aware that 70% of pastors constantly fight depression and burnout for the frustration experienced as a result of ministry workload, discouragement, and pressure? We help leaders grow healthy churches. We are excellent at what we do, and we are fast becoming the best of the very best. Magnicraft Consulting is set up to help both small and large-sized churches become healthier by using proven diagnostics tools, effective retention strategies. We give the right and appropriate and professional advice. We are the certified church consultants with the Society of Church Consulting in the United States of America. Trust us to help you grow. Don't wait till it's too late. You will be glad you did. Call us now on 0802-324-2258. Email contact@magnicraftconsulting.com or magnicraftconsulting@gmail.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram @Magnicraft Limited. Magnicraft Consulting, doing church God's way. Hello. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters live broadcast show brought to you by Magnicraft Consulting Team, anchored by Niyi Dunmade, a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the U.S. Here, each Monday of every week, we address important, relevant, and actionable topics of interest that will help you and your church grow healthier. And now, meet your host, Niyi Dunmade.
Welcome to you. Welcome. I know why I'm saying welcome so that I will give some time for people to come on board. Good morning to you, beautiful people. Good morning to you, beautiful people. I'm so glad that you are part of this live broadcast show. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters in the month of September. September is the last month of the third quarter in the year 2023. It's the beginning of a new series, and this month we're going to be talking on the dangers of vanity metrics. Dangers of vanity metrics. Dangers of vanity metrics. So Monday Morning Matter is coming your way this morning with dangers of vanity metrics. My name is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. Magnicraft Consulting is a church consulting firm that helps local churches to grow healthier through empirical assessment, revitalization, training, and strategic blueprints. Our vision is to be the leading church health consultancy that creates actionable, sustainable, and adaptable solutions. I can tell you an expert is talking to you. I'm a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the US. I'm also a certified church consultant with Church Answers in the US. I went through Church Consultation University, and so I'm your host every week. Facebook Live broadcast show, unedited, uncensored, raw, and coming your way every Monday of the week. I'm also known as the Church Health Guide of the 21st century. Yes, a big thank you. Last month was massive. When I look at the dashboard of our page, our YouTube, big thank you to all the groups, all the pastoral groups in Facebook that are accepting our content or, reacting to our content. Thank you so much. Let the reaction continue. It's a way to encourage us, bringing out good content, good value to you every Monday. I pray for the internet to just help me today. So thank you for everyone who's commenting, reacting, telling us how timely our content is, and then we're going to give you more content in return for that good gesture. Okay, we're going to pay some bills, and that will be today we're going to talk about the danger of vanity metrics. Danger of vanity metrics, and then bringing a discount from Dr. Tom Rainer. Dr. Tom Rainer is a fantastic church consultant, well seasoned, and then he's been able to have a lot of good consultants come out from Church Constitution University, and I love that their curriculum is affordable, is self-paced, and then you're going to come out as an expert, well trained, well equipped, well empowered. So if you want to become a certified church consultant to help your own church, to help other churches get some side income for yourself, and because we need more consultants, please jump in on the chat box with me and let's see how we can make those discounts available to you. Please, we don't know how long this could be, so please seize the opportunity. You can start with an initial payment to just lock down that discount for yourself. Okay, my book is also on the sale. Please, Church Retention, that's my first book. Another one is on the pipeline. I hope to bring it out on my birthday next month. But please get this book on church retention, Pathway to Growth. It's just going to help you, help your leadership of your church, and help your church as a whole. Okay, let's go back to the juice of the day, the pros and cons of artificial intelligence, its use, and the application, and its application to running your church. We're going to do that in the month of October. How do you use artificial intelligence? Where do you use it? Where should you not use it? We're going to look at that next month. That's just a tip for those who are going to be ahead. You see, I was telling someone yesterday, sometimes it's not just right for you to work hard. It's just very appropriate for you to work smart. Okay, we are in a world, we're in an age now that we need to start working smart. We need to work hard, no doubt, but don't just work hard. Find ways to work smart. Okay, find ways to work smart, because the thing is that the end result of your hard work should be that you have result to show for it. And so the only way you can guarantee results is when you are able to work smart and not just work hard. So today we're going to talk on the dangers of vanity metrics in our churches. What is a vanity metrics? How do we see, how do we know that a metric is dangerous and it poses a threat to the health status of a church? So what is a vanity metrics? Vanity, I'm a data freak. I love to see things in numbers. So if you come my way as a church consultant, I always want to go through some 14 vital signs, some data check over the last 10 years, because I want to watch out the trend to be able to know if eventually you are healthy as a church. So there are a lot of data, okay, guest to attendance, parking lot space, and then quite a lot of budget statistics, finance statistics, retention rate, your front door rate. There are quite a lot of data you can have as a church to be able to look at the myriads of factors or metrics or data you have to be able to say, yes, in this area you are healthy, in that area you are healthy, in the overall area of your church you are actually healthy. There is a framework I'll just show you quickly, which we use to actually assess churches. Okay, I usually want to dissect churches into three dimension. We have the spiritual dimension, which is the top side of the fishbone diagram, and we have the soul side, which is like the organizational health, which is the bottom side of the fishbone diagram, and we have the third side, which is the body side, which is what I'm talking about, the 14 vital signs that I was talking about. So what is a vanity metric? Okay, we know that metric is a data point that you are able to measure. But then when you now put vanity to the metrics, because it's not all metrics that is useful. I'm a proponent of the fact that when you are running a church or an organization, a department or fellowship or unit, you should track everything. Set up a system as much as possible to track everything, because you don't know which one will be useful to you at some point. So tracking everything does not mean that all the things you are tracking will be useful. And so because you are tracking everything, you can fall for the trap of the metrics that are not useful. So what are we saying about vanity metrics? Vanity metrics is the measure that shows a data, vanity metrics is a measure that shows a data but does not provide useful information for solid decision making. So, I mean, you know very well, if you are very truthful to yourself, there are a lot of data that has come your way on the table of senior leadership, but it's not helping you with useful information that leads to making good decisions. Okay? So, vanity metrics is a measure that shows data points but does not what? Provide useful information for making solid decisions in terms of the direction your church is taking. So metrics generally is a specific description of a product, service, or result, or outcome. A metric is a description, a specific description of the features of an outcome, or the attributes of an outcome, and how to measure it. Okay, and so I mean, if you want to have a feel of the kind of metrics to track, I mean, there are quite a lot of things I've done in the past on Monday Morning Matters that will help your church be able to track the needed data point for your church. So why is it dangerous? It is dangerous because it's not useful and it can fuel your ego as a settlement of a church. It's dangerous because because it's not useful, it's not providing useful information. There's a likelihood that information that is not useful can be used to lead the church in a wrong direction. That's why it's dangerous. Okay, vanity metrics, you can take a decision on a vanity metrics and you are leading your church in a wrong direction, or you are assessing your church outcome results in a wrong assessment. So metrics, as I say again, is a specific description of a result or outcome in terms of the features and attributes, and then also tells us how you are measuring such a metric. Thank you for all those who are following me. So one of the things I will say quickly is that when you are having a data point, right, a metric, or a dashboard, you should be able to look at the variance between forecasted metric and actual metric, and look at the gaps in between. For example, in the month of September, we want to grow by 20% in terms of attendance. You should be able to look at the variance, the differences in week 1, 2, 3, 4 of September and say, okay, in week 1, we're able to grow by 3%. We're not there yet, but we are approaching there. So there should be a kind of comparison between focus, what you set out to achieve, and what you are actually achieving. And then what you set out to achieve, what are the things that is producing those things that you are seeing, the actual metrics you are seeing. One of the things I will say is this: never you wait as a church to come to the end of an event or an outcome to get a lag measure. A lag measure is a measurement that you get after an outcome has been carried out. But one of the things is, if you want to be able to get useful information from data, you have to make sure that you are, how will I put it now, placing more emphasis on lead measures. Okay, lead measures are the things you do that when you do them, you are sure that you are going to get the data point that you want to get. So one of the things I'll say quickly is get a dashboard, but you know where the useful metrics are and where the vanity metrics are. Okay, it's very critical that when you are having your scoreboard, there are some things in your scoreboard that are vanity metrics. There are some things in your dashboard that are vanity metrics. There are some things in your scoreboard, your dashboard, that are useful metrics, and you should be able to point out those things depending on where the church is on the life cycle, on life cycle. Now, before I go round up again in the next 10 minutes maximum, you see, one of the things that makes this dangerous is when we're misusing the metrics. regardless of the metrics, whether it's vanity or non-vanity, or useful or non-useful. You see, if you use a wrong medium or tool or technique to take that measurement, it's going to lead to a vanity metrics. Okay, I mean, what are the assumptions? What are the tools, the techniques they're using to take that measure? So misusing the metrics, regardless of the metrics used in measurement church performance, there is that opportunity for church leaders to distort the measurement. You see, vanity metrics ends up when there is a lot of distortions in the measurement. Okay, distortions in the measure. You are trying to count the attendance. Can you also double check by counting the male and the female, and add up the male and the female to see if you get the total attendance correctly? Because once the measurement or the focus of the tools used in taking the measurement is distorted, then you are going to get a wrong data, which will be vanity metrics. The value of measurement is very important. The tools of measurement is very important. The tools of measurement is very, because you are going to take a decision that will affect the health and the life of the church. The value of measurement is not in the collection or dissemination of data, but rather in the conversations about how to use in the usefulness of that data to take appropriate action and sound decision. So one of the things as an administrator that gets me pissed off is when you have data points and at the end of the day actions are not taken. You see, the reason why data is on the table is for you to take an action. Not taking an action on data point can make you make some wrong decisions, and then you are not leading your church in the right direction. So establishing effective measures in when you are trying to take your data point helps to ensure the right things are measured and reported to the appropriate quarter. You see, one of the things, there are about 14 vital signs. I don't want to go there, but the thing is, there are data points that are very sacrosanct. They are very crucial for every church to track. See, the metrics has gone beyond just taking metrics have gone beyond just taking attendance, butts on seats, taking attendance, taking the income, the offerings, or taking all those finance. Okay, measurements, the vital signs are beyond those things, because the thing is that your church can have the attendance and still not be able to be healthy. You can have a big church and it's unhealthy. You can have a small church and it's unhealthy. You can have a big church that is healthy. You can have a small church that is healthy, because you need to ensure that you are tracking the measures that will help you depict that you are healthy. So I've mentioned of the two indicators that are very key to your delivering your outcomes, which are leading indicators and lagging indicators. You see, attendance is a lagging indicator. Don't put your dashboard, your metrics alone on lagging indicators. How many tracks are you going to share before the service? How many gospel conversations are you going to share before the service? What Facebook ads amount are you going to be doing before the service? So these are leading measures. And if you put in the work, you're going to get the outcome. If you put in the effort, you're going to get, it's a cause and effect. If you put in the effort, you're going to get the outcome. Okay? The thing is, metric useful life is a function of value. Okay? When you have a metric, that metric is not going to be useful forever. There is a duration at which, for example, 20 years ago, your church was 5,000 in attendance. It has lost its usefulness because your church has grown past that. Okay, so every metric's usefulness has a lifespan, and you should be able to take that attention and action and decision within the lifespan of that metric. So metrics useful life is in the function or the value it brings. So what are the characteristics of this value is what makes every metric to be either useful or not useful. Okay, what is value in the first place? Value is a concept that represents worth, importance, and utility of something, often in relation to satisfaction of a need, desire, or a goal. So value is something that is of worth. So when you see a metric, what is its worth to your church? What it is importance? For example, the number of converts in your church is very important. And I know some churches, I've consulted for some churches who don't keep track of the number of converts. So it shows the value, what you have on what you place as importance, what you place as something of value or worth to your church. You see, metric is also subjective, because what is of value to a small sized church is different from what is of value to a mid-sized church. It's different from what is of value to a large-sized church. So it's subjective and varies from church to church, from the kind of vision you have with another vision. It's also varies from the kind of context you have, because it depends on the context also. It also depends on church preferences also, their circumstances and the context. I mean that because when a church is in a rural area, you can't compare the kind of metrics they are having to a church who is in an urban area. So the context, your circumstance, your church preference matters a lot. Vanity metrics for a healthy church might include a lot of things. We're going to start unraveling all those things. But the thing is, there are quite a lot of them, and we are going to dig into some of these vanity metrics, and we're going to see how you're going to take your eyes off, your mindset of them, so that you don't allow those dangers to cripple the momentum you have in your church, and that will help your church begin to focus on the right things, to focus on the vital signs, vital metrics, to make sure you move your church forward. I want to wrap it up today, and then that will be fine for today. We're going to continue. This is just like an introductory aspect, and that will help you to build on subsequent Monday morning matters. If you have any church related questions for me, please feel free to ask me any question. If you have any church related questions, you have any ministry related questions, any inquiries for me, let's have them in any of our social media handles. I'm sure going to give you an answer, and we're going to get to know ourselves more. Please, I also want to know where you are watching me from anywhere on the face of the world. If this video has been helpful to you, please do share us to your community. Drop us a comment. You've learned from me. Also let me know what are some vanity metrics. Some vanity metrics might be vanity metrics to some churches and not vanity metrics to other churches, depending on their context. So let's have the comment section. I want to also hear from you, where you're watching from me, where you're watching me from, and then I also want to learn from you. Drop a comment in the comment section what you feel about the things I've shared so far, and that will help us to engage more. Please, we do consultations, we do revitalization, we do trainings, we do strategic planning for churches. Reach out to me on the number of the screen, 08023242258. Don't forget to put +234 if you're out of the country, to get in touch with me to see how we can help your church with excellent church consulting for health, vitality, and result. I've come your way with something new. You have any question, please, let's have it in any of our social media handles. Like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so that when a new video is uploaded, you will be notified. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your following through. May God bless each and every one of you in your leading your church. Till I come your way next week, Monday, with the continuation of part 2, the dangers of vanity metrics. I say bye-bye. I love you, and God bless you abundantly. Thank you so much.